Oh, oops. There we go. Hello there. It's preamble. That part of the show where we say unequivocally that we are aware we're being surveilled, did not ask for it, do not want it, do not make any money off of it, and would like for it to fucking stop. Hey, if you are aware of the mechanisms by which this occurs, could you let us know on social media? We would love that. We would love to have something that we could take to someone to point at and go, here is the thing that is happening, as opposed to just knowing that it is happening. Um, we have tried to search for it ourselves, but the way that shit like this works is that the person being surveilled is not supposed to be able to have a good view in on how that's happening. Because, it isn't legal. It's not that. It's not good. We put up a social media post also about trying to get out of Oklahoma. We'll talk about that more over the course of the next week, I think. Anyway. All right. There's the post going out. At Eternal September at thick.horse on Mastodon. And I'm going to mute the mic. Here comes the syncope. So, like, we do the preamble and stuff because we don't want. We don't. It's a way to just sort of exhaust the feelings, right? And not have to have that be what the entire stream is, to be stewing in those feelings. But as a warning, we're going to be talking a little bit about some shit that's happening to us a little more clearly and distinctly than we usually do over the course of this stream. Let's just do the intro now, though. So, ladies and gentlemen, nope. Welcome, friends. It's good to see you. My name's Remy, and God, it's been a fucking day. We had a really good cry earlier because we first of all realized that our playlist of songs specifically to make us cry was not on um, was not on the YouTube that's connected to our name currently, and then we went to go listen to fucking the Travelers Orchestra from Outer Wilds, and it just did the thing it does every time and wrecked us emotionally. I see what the problem is. Excuse me, I'll be back in just a moment. That's better. So, stream? Stream. Let's do the stream. We're going to play some Tower of Guns. I mentioned Tower of Guns while I was playing Magic Circle, and because it has a. I was about to say a not dissimilar art style, but I can't. I don't think it's that similar actually. It sort of has a very sort of purposely unfinished texture to a lot of its things. Uh, we're just gonna. It's a first person shooter, and as I said on the Magic Circle stream, the developer of this took this general idea and then went on to make Mother Gunship, which is a much more expanded version of the same kind of gameplay ideas, along with a much improved story. This is just kind of a roguelike, or not even a roguelike, just like it is sort of a roguelike. Just a quick get in, do some shooties. There's kind of minimal story. Uh, Mother Gunship is a much better game, I think, but I've played that already on stream. We played it on the other channel a considerable amount of time ago. It was a very good game. I just didn't want to do it again. So, do I need content warnings for Tower of Guns? I'm trying to think. So, it's a first person shooter, so there's a lot of shooting. The things you are shooting are robots, so there's not much gore of the visceral variety. Um, if you're a person who watches our stream who might identify as a robot, uh, please be aware. Um, I can't remember because there's like a couple of a small air quotes narrative threads that are sort of used to give structure to like why you're running through the tower, but I can't remember if any are problematic or just kind of generally need more warning than I have been doing. They're just kind of goofy. If it turns out that we run into something and I'm wrong, I'll stop down and talk about it, obviously. I'll do my best to read ahead. But but I don't think that's going to be the case. I'm just going to go. So content warnings for the game over and done with. Content warnings for myself. I am a strange person who occasionally makes weird sex jokes or speaks frankly about their trauma. And if that's not your vibe, that's okay. If you find that something you're comfortable being around, I'm happy to have you here. If you've come here specifically to mock that, is this the person Fred Rogers would have wanted you to be? I think not. Anyway, Mother Gun, Tower of Guns. Just gonna double click that and go to do you want to? Yeah, sure, I guess. So I downloaded this just before stream time, basically, while I was eating dinner. And I think that was a mistake, and that I should have taken a little more time and did the initial launch before the stream did. So that it wouldn't have to install Microsoft Visual Basics redistributables. Do you? No, no thanks. Hello there, Swampy Horror Creature Show. I'm not immediately familiar with that username. I am taking a guess that it's Gale, but I could be wrong. Did Tower of Guns just crash? Yes, it sure did. Okay, yeah, sure, I guess. Huh, I'm going to be very disappointed if this just didn't work. Oh, no, there it is. It is Gale. Wonderful. It is very good to see you. Let's go to the live screen. It goes to 145. Will this be your first impressions of Tower of Guns? It will not be. I played through this, we played through, rather, because it's sort of before we started delineating. Like a while ago. Commit to these changes. And we remember quite liking it. We'll just kind of see how it goes. Start out with just like this thing, which is kind of a basic rifle. We remember basically nothing about it, so while it won't be first impressions, it will still feel pretty fresh. Did it crash? Nope, hang on, it's doing it. You, an 80s bro. Bro? Bro? I assume from the question that you've played Tower of Guns before. Oop, okay. Oh, hi, Hudbots. Hello. I absolutely remembered you. You're adorable. I put a good 100-something hours into this little treasure. Oh, wonderful. Let me ask you, since I was talking about it in the intro, have you played the sort of spiritual successor to this, the Mother Gunship? Or it's not called the Mother Gunship, it's just called Mother Gunship. Okay, well, that was fun. A whole bunch of thingies appearing and disappearing. So to sort of do the due diligence for image description and gameplay design, it's a first-person shooter. We are going through a series of hallways that look sort of hastily slapped together. It's a bunch of like pieces of random assorted metal welded onto each other, bolted onto each other, rather, any which way. We fire our gun at the door to open it. And, oh, okay, there you go. I had forgotten. It's very loud still, isn't it? Neither can I get to the volume control. I'll tell you what. Yes, let's just quit that run. Crank these. Oh, no, there it goes. Okay. Is there? I don't know what's causing that. Can you still hear me? Is it just the video? Oh no, there it is. It says encoding overloaded. Damn, this happened when I tried to play fucking, what's its fuck? Guilty Gear Strive on stream a while ago. So hang on. Let's exit the game. And we're just gonna look at the encoding settings real quick. You know what I love? Tech support. Live tech support. In the meantime, you get this beautiful view of Mist Island. Stream, permutation. Output, bitrate, video encoder, software encoder, better? We change the encoder, does that help whatsoever? It still says encoding overloaded even though we are at a on a basic screen. Shouldn't be doing this. I didn't think Tower of Guns was that resource intensive. Maybe I should go turn down like a jillion settings. Options. Disabled, bloom disabled, depth of field disabled, ambient occlusion, dynamic shadows, mouse smoothing and sensitivity. Oh yeah. Okay. So that's a bust, which is a shame. I guess I'm not going to do that. Here's the thing, is that I'm going to have to bring the stream down, I think. Mist Isle, my beloved. I'm glad that you enjoy it. You'll probably hear this series of words here in a minute. Oh, no, the encoding thing just went away. So it's possible that you're hearing me in real time right now. Let me actually just put that in the chat. Are you hearing me in real time, or is there a significant delay still? Question. I'm not sure what NVEC is. I was using software encoding in OBS. Could I ask you to try pausing and unpausing stream to see if that catches up? Question mark, the encoding buffer has the encoding buffer warning has gone away. And I suppose to test whether or not there's a delay, I do still need to keep saying words. Otherwise, you're just going to be looking at a blank screen of beautiful Mist Island. Please come visit it. It's only available through a book that you found at your local library. I've been refreshing. Is that helping? Seems to be stable now. Good. So here's the thing. I think I'm just not going to be able to play Tower of Guns then. Still delayed. It would still be delayed a little bit because of the way that YouTube is, but uh, as long as it's not significant, like not over a minute delayed, it shouldn't be. Like there's still latency just because of the way that streaming over YouTube is. Are you able to use hardware encoding? So I was on hardware encoding to start with, and then when I was aware that I was having encoding problems, I changed over to software encoding, which did not appear to help. So I think there's just not a lot I can do about that. I can set hardware encoding for speed.